All right, so I got the Jada 155 scale Dodge Charger, the Fast and the Furious edition car. You seen it a couple days ago in one of my videos when we were doing a Saturday night track play, and I put this car on the track to see if it drive around, and that was my first impression with it. And it seemed like it was okay, but as I drive around with this car, I have found a couple big flaws. But first, I will go over the positives of this car. So the positive is it's got a pretty cool showcase to it. You put the car in the remote and you close this pretty cool little glass case, you can call it, but it's made out of plastic. And the car itself has very good detail. I really like the way it looks. This is more almost like a showpiece rather than you actually drive around with it, because the receiver or remote control to me is very, very toy-like. It's definitely not quality. However, this car costs $25. You might be able to get it on sale for cheaper, or you might pay more somewhere else. I don't know. I bought it off Amazon for around $25. I think I will just keep this car like this, sitting on a bookshelf somewhere, if it even sounds like that. Yeah. So I will probably just leave this car sitting like this on a bookshelf, because this is how I will enjoy it, just by looking at it. I will not enjoy this car by playing with it and racing it around, because the remote control is very toy-like. And I will show you what I mean here in a second. Alright, so the car is fully charged. It's ready to go. Now, first off, this car does not have precision turning. It's just, can you hear that? So it just clicks. You can't barely turn or turn a lot. It just turns whenever you do this, full turn. And it does not have precision steering. Sorry, I hit the camera stand. It just either goes full speed forward or full speed back. Now, driving it around, this is a very awkward feel. I don't like it. It's kind of small. It's just like all my fingers don't fit in there, and I don't have that big a hand. So it kind of like my pinky hangs out. It's just a very awkward feeling controller. If you're going to have a toy controller, I would way rather have a controller like this that's just up and down, because I don't expect this controller to be very good. And this controller feels a million times better in my hand. Now, about that, here's a driving of it. It's decently quick for what it is. It's not the fastest. The Hot Wheel car that cost about the same speed is definitely a lot faster. I haven't found a boost button on this nowhere. Sorry. Bubba's over here playing with his cars. I got him a little setup, and we got hard floors getting installed this week, so he's more hyper and excited about stuff. This is his this is his little setup. Set him up a nice little ramp right there. He's got his. I did a review on this. This toy set is still holding up really well. For $50, you cannot beat this setup for $50, and he absolutely loves it. A couple cars. Oh, it came apart down there. It just came off the thing. But that's fine. I'll fix that. All right. Now I will go ahead and do the review right after I fix this thing. All right. So for the price you pay of this thing, I do not want to really pick this car up and drive it around. It doesn't make me want to do it. The car itself is awesome. The back lights come on. The front lights come on. The car itself is really cool. It's this. I do not like this. I do not like the way it feels. I do not like the way this feels. I do not like the way it feels on my hand. It's very toy-like. It's just very dumb, for the best way to put it. So for that reason, I do not ever want to drive this car around. It's kind of hard to do this. Like, you find yourself really wanting to crank on this to get it to turn more, because the turn radius is not very good on this. Now, when you're comparing this car to, say, like an Adventure Force, the Adventure Force is only $10. This thing's $25. This has a lot more detail in the car, but the Adventure Force is more funner to drive around than this thing. However, this looks a lot better. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down for now, and I'm going to get the Adventure Force. The Adventure Force is is fully charged. I just got done charging it right now. Now this car's got decent detail for what it is. Obviously you can tell it's a Ford Mustang. It's the S550 version. It's got some kind of looking body ground effect to it, so it makes it kind of racerish because you can see that by the back bumper. A real one doesn't have that. So the front lights come on and the back lights come on, just the same as the Jada one does. And I think this one's actually a little faster and it turns better. I can actually do figure eights on this table with this car. And it has a tighter turning radius. I think it's a little bit quicker, honestly. And now this is a 1/64 scale here. Let's see if we can get it. Yep. So I actually find myself wanting to pick this car up and drive it around. One main reason is it's easy. Like this controller, for being a toy controller, actually feels good in my hand. Oh, there's Leo. This controller, fell off. So I actually find myself wanting to pick this car up and wanting to play with it, unlike the Jada one. And for being $10, if this thing breaks, say it breaks after a couple weeks of play, you go to Walmart and buy yourself another one for $10. Whereas that Jada car, if the Jada car breaks, I am not going to want to spend $25 to buy another one. I'll say, well, that was my loss of $25. Now, I'll get the next car and show you what I think of these cars. All right, so this is the other little RC car you can buy. This is the Hot Wheels 1/64 scale. Now, these things are $25 also. This one here I got on sale for $18.50, I think. I got a short about it. I think it's either $16.50 or $18.50. I don't remember. But this thing's got really good detail also. You can tell that's a GMC Hummer. Now, this one does not have lights when you go forward or back. Doesn't have lights. Also with this thing, when you turn it with this one, the front wheels do not spin. These things go in different directions, and it makes it go like that. Now, Bubs loves these cars. He wants this thing right now. So I'm going to do a quick review on it. So by the back tires going in different directions, it's really hard to make this thing steer. But the reason why they do that is these are meant for Hot Wheels tracks. So if your front wheels turn on the track, it's going to make it hop off the track. So Hot Wheels just made a back tire spin back and forth. Now really they don't even need to make it turn if it's just meant for track use, but I think they got it for this purpose when you're driving it around on your table or on your floor or something like that. Now this thing is actually very fast. When you put this thing on the track, it is quick. Let's see if I can go full force here. I'll try to catch it. Get it turned a little bit. Ready and go. Oh, yeah, I caught it. So this thing is really, really quick. So it's got forward and reverse, and it's got your boost button right here. When you put this thing on a track, it goes. And I got some videos of that, and I can set up a video with this real quick also. But this will be full force boost right here. And go. I think that's super quick for a little tiny 1/64 scale. I don't know what that would equate to and like the scale speed of something, but it's got to be up there pretty good. And go. Yeah, I'm really happy with these cars. So right now we have the GMC. You can tell how much I love these cars because look how many I've got now. Look at that. I got the Hummer. Let me take my phone off the stand. I got the GMC Hummer, which looks really good. Now in real life, I do not like this truck at all. It's heavy. It's fast. It's super fast, but I don't really like it in real life. But in a little form like this, I really like it. Porsche, which are obviously awesome in real life, is a cool car. And this version is really cool also. Then you got the Tesla Cybertruck. Real life, I think this vehicle is absolutely stupid, but in the RC version, it's super cool. Now, the Tesla Model, or no, it's the Roadster. I keep calling this the Tesla Model 3. But the Roadster, in real life, I would actually drive this car, but they're incredibly expensive, obviously. And they're old. I don't think they came out with a new Roadster. And the old Roadsters, I guess, would be the Elises, the Lotus Elise version. You can correct me if I'm wrong. They made another car and they made it electric. That's just ramble stuff. But I love this thing playing. I like playing this. I like playing this one. I like playing this one. I like playing this one. And I like playing all of those. I love putting these things on a Hot Wheels track and racing them around. It is super freaking cool. Now, driving these just on a tabletop or down here on the floor, not so much. But putting these on a Hot Wheels track, I love it. So if you're thinking about buying this Jada 155 scale RC car, either for yourselves or for your kids, I think there's better options out there. I don't know what the options are. Maybe a little bit bigger car. But this one just seems very toy-like to me. Whereas, oh, good job. Did you find it? Whereas if you have some Hot Wheel tracks set up, these are absolutely amazing.
Blue thing.
What blue thing?
What blue thing this car?
I don't know. We'll find it right after this. I'm almost done. Now, for $10, sorry, my house is absolutely a mess because, like I said, we're getting floors redone and there's everything's everywhere. But for $10, this Adventure Force, I think, is completely worth it. It's a toy, 100% a toy. There's no hobby grade to this at all. Of course, there's no hobby grade to any of these right here. But these are actually, these feel legit to me. Where this is obviously toy grade. These Hot Wheels are better than the Adventure Force. However, for $10, this Adventure Force, I will probably be buying a couple different versions of this just to drive around. And Leo absolutely loves it. I mean, Leo likes anything. Look, he's playing around with the cattail. You put anything in front of Leo, and he's going to love it. But Leo likes chasing around any RC car that you can give him. So that's going to be a sign out for this video, guys. I just want to give you a quick update on this because I didn't want you guys thinking that this is the most coolest car there is, because in the other video it seemed like I really liked this one because I was actually watching that video again myself, and it seemed like I thought this car was super cool, and I want to kind of give you an update that it's very realistic, and I am going to keep this probably just like that on my countertop or somewhere on my on a bookshelf or my night table. I don't know. Put it somewhere. Throw it on the wall. But it looks cool like that. Just keep it like that. That's what this thing's for. It's for show. It's not for go. Whereas this thing is not really for show. It is all for play. And these things are purely for play. These things are freaking awesome. I love them. And that's going to be all, guys.